run?
I would say yes, but stretch four is ass.
Oh God!
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh God! Oh God!
At Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. NFC and this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
This what was the
I'm playing real quick. Okay, what did you say?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right. Looking for Cousins.
Yeah, I didn't
Intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that
This
hurts.
bitch is back, though. You come back and you bring this nigga with you.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Triangle from
Detroit!
this game team. Yes. Whew. I get an invite?
On second down, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Jackson dancing to his left. And some room to maneuver.
Yeah, this is so good.
Texas just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Open space inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in for Eagles touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Rams now coming out. Wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
A man
the corner Ronald comes up to get it.
You said a man, nigga? What?
Yo,
alright, come on.
The stop for no gain brings up second and 10 from the 20.
I'm trying to fuck.
Now second down, this is Gurley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where
Bro,
it's due, and that's to the defense, because they've... You got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Detroit!
Don't worry about that.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start.
I'll show you what I got in the stash.
12 and a 1st down. They go play action here on first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner.
Like,
Makes me
it
wonder
just
if he took some
clipped my
dance classes in his
corner.
background with his footwork.
Kidding me? Should I do by overall?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing on my court?
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or
Why
two
you in
miss,
a
but
brown
that window
shirt?
closed quickly.
Yo, just watch that. If I ain't texting him, the money just give up. Did he die? Should have been a tackle for loss.
First down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for
It should have been. It was thrown up. Yes, nigga. Like, come on. Look at that tackle for loss, though.
Tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now third and very short.
I've been
in order to
there
try
before.
and pick up a first down.
I'm getting by DC.
I threw a pick on the first possession, so I don't know if you've seen it.
You know, DC I got saved up.
The ball hella DC. Come on,
He definitely did. Definitely did it.
Nigga, there I go.
What player is that? Mind your business.
Do I have to join this my court?
Yeah, he like though. Yes. I'm looking at the friends list. A nigga not. It shows him on franchise. I don't know.
I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these people lost. They broke.
I don't know how he got in here.
I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Honestly, honestly don't know how he got in here. I'm trying to figure it out.
Hold on. I'm gonna get my skills up and I'll shoot this.
You're stupid. I got in here, your mic was open. You can get out, ho.
Don't close it now, nigga.
It's closed. It's already closed.
Nigga Denzel Ward quiet down.
Should I go back in that lobby and wait for this dude?
Is that a center? I'm trying to figure it out.
It's a stretch for what? You're not playing what, yo? What?
What up, V?
Did I get an invite to the team?
To the what?
Okay. This nigga right here. I didn't get an invite to the team, so I don't know what she's talking about.
To the what? Yo, what up, V? Alright, back to you, Russell. Can you get an invite to the what?
This nigga's supposed to invite me back to the program team because I disbanded that shit for the team.
Oh, thank God.
You and Tyler were on. I wasn't on that shit.
Nigga, please. You were more on it than I was.
You have more games played.
I only played 2 games. That's how many games we played. Nah, they played some the other day.
Like gifts and invites.
Oh, I play. Is that what you were trying to say?
Rico will be back from Cleveland. Rico will play.
I texted this nigga. I don't know. Memory on. Yo, where is this shit? Oh,
sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with to ruby you. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big.
Hello.
I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my don't think it's safe inside. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these people lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No call. I want that cost. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.
I'm gonna let you put yourself.
Yo, can I debut my player yo, or not?
Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. Don't like. But you look.
He's ready, yo. He's ready.
Bank account looking like yikes.
Oh shit.
Hey, you here?
Oh.
So Jamal, you just gonna lock the fucking. Maybe if you want to play online, nigga.
Yeah, I'm on appearing online, yo. I'm appearing online. But give it a bean, yo. I'm gonna get you some help down that paint, though. Real talk.
You going what?
Oh,
that's his
down
athletic finisher. I remember he had that athletic finisher.
Hello.
That's all everything.
God. So wavy. Jamar has it.
He's had an athletic.
Look at Russ. Out of here.
Bro, I had to make a. Oh, you remember that pure athletic and I had, nigga? Monster. I made this one, nigga. I mean the opposite of Russ. I just fuck, you did, yo. It's a buy time or some shit, nigga. But nigga, I know nigga remember this nigga. I just got a VC on him. Now that I got like fucking 100 and something thousand there. Shut up and what, nigga? Yeah, nigga getting out this shit, nigga.
No, he did not just throw that on me, yo.
Throwing up shots.
You shooting those corner threes, Russ.
I don't need to shoot, nigga. I'm shooting from the low, bro.
It made him leave.
This is wet like water, Tyler. Pick a spot.
Well, appearing online now.
Oh no, his shit turned off. I guess.
Wet like water, Tyler.
Wait, I'm gonna why is it I'm a 72? I thought I was a 80, nigga.
You're 72.
I can make it to 88 though. I think I got enough DC. Fuck that. Nope, it's not happening. Got to 83 though, it's enough. It's better than the 62 we played with earlier. That nigga owe me my time back, yo.
He owes me a lot.
Let me see a windmill, Russ.
A what?
You leveling up right now?
I'm on heat. Cause I'm on heat.
It's really green, yo.
Better than what, nigga?
Sharp. Y'all know who I am, man? Feel what?
Let me get the fuck up out of here real fast.
Kobe.
Bro, you be whatever the fuck you want.
The fuck you want?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fucking around. I'm just trying to figure out where Jamar's going. We're in his crib, nigga.
Nigga, I'm out, nigga. Your nigga got kicked out.
Get back in here.
Yo, what is wrong with y'all niggas?
Is it really about to kick us out?
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Cause I'm on heat. Cause I'm on 8%.
Yo, who's playing? Yo, what are we doing?
Yo, how am I like? Yo, I
Like I
don't
said,
get it,
niggas are
yo.
playing each other in Madden, so
I forgot how to fuck
How is
fucking
this nigga at
animation.
98, yo?
Here we go. Sounds like down. Do too much. 89. 89. Where you from? Throw it out. Throw it out. Throw it out.
yeah, I have to bring my 3 because Rico will bring his big as well if Jamar's on his big.
Come on, my broadcast about to get shut off.
I don't know what you heard, but Rico's saying your
Bro,
name.
if you don't mind, yo. Never mind, yo. Get it. I don't care. Oh, no, I don't think he should not. I don't think I'm gonna hear that shit in the broadcast.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this
Now
year's
I'm getting
Super
a
Bowl,
ball
and we've got a
first,
classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
I'm gonna just fucking swing in the end zone, man.
Take a lead, nigga. Wow. Name. Billy, can I get an invite?
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff.
Yo, this is so gay, yo. Oh my god, man.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
No sense, bro.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone
Give him my mic quick,
schemes.
Russ.
And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Spinning past him. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Watching that, Marty.
They go play action now. Jackson. steps away to his left.
Yo, come on,
5
man.
yards on the scramble.
Come
That's
on,
enough to
man.
pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Gurley again here on first down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Goff now.
Pulling the ball, yo.
Too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett coming in to drop it for a loss of 8. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Detroit!
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he's flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
No.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey.
That's my
And that
second.
one good for 16 yards and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals
so you quit for
right
both games?
And then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first down.
It's a big fucking first down.
Quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a
loss of
2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Oh my God, yo.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
What else can they do?
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front,
What the fuck,
creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sloppy.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. They'll try the air now with Goff. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Goff. He dumps it off for Henry. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And
a lot of pussies in this party,
man.
man.
45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
What up?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Some of these settings that this thing is doing, I did not know existed.
From the gun, here's Goff. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 minutes remain here in the first
What are you talking about, Russ?
About after
All that
this.
shit you were doing
This
on
offense
defense,
finding its legs
about
now.
overall
Here's
speed
another
and all
1st and 10.
Oh, that little shit.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Trying to bounce
That
it
just this is a
outside,
cornerback
but able to get
matchup.
it back to the line of
That's
scrimmage.
it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is
Wayne
the hallmark
Kine.
of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Hey, the depth chart, like from that screen, is that what you just did?
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And incomplete there.
Yeah.
A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up
Oh,
3rd down.
subs?
This team is not going to make it easy for you.
Oh,
They're a
that's
physical
just
group, and they
R1.
saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact.
He doesn't pick
just as
his
he's
plays
trying to
by
haul it in.
formation, probably.
Oh, you just do. He has
The
to.
Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
I do sometimes. I pick it up from mission sometimes.
On the toss, it's Gurley. Evades him at the 20.
I better have got that shit, yo.
He's brought down.
Yeah, got
A
it.
nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him.
Nah, my
That
shit don't do
full
nothing
package
to
of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield.
Oh.
Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury.
I don't
in
know.
college.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Todd
Okay.
Gurley now, and it hurts.
And
Yeah, I
able
see
to
what
push
you're
his
saying.
way forward here for a good little gain. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again.
DC. 14.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And the hit jarred it loose.
God, yo.
It's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Goff now looks to throw.
That's not who I fucking wanted to throw to, yo.
Picked off down at the 10. And his
God
guys have
damn, I hit the
gone
wrong
in the closing
button, yo.
stages of the first half.
I knew I was about to throw some bull. That's who I hit, nigga. What the fuck,
No,
yo?
you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football.
Wasn't even
and
looking
in
on that
high
side of the
school.
pocket.
They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
Come on, die! Fuck, yo.
Incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey.
Yo, why is he going so wide? Yo, to get fucking blocked, yo. Yo, what sense does that make?
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it
Come
with
on,
10
what the
seconds
fucking
to go
angle,
before
yo?
halftime.
Had niggas up top to help.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Gun!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson forced out to his left. Room to run inside the 40. And finally taken
I had
down
the
at
yards
the
up there.
30-yard line. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Oh, God, they take so deep.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now Jackson on second down.
Pick it. Oh, my God.
Almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. He's going to float this one. It's caught.
Oh, my God, yo, who is that, yo?
A very nice pick
Oh,
up
my
of 33
God, yo.
yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion down.
Yo, what the fuck, yo?
Play possible.
Oh, my God, yo. Look what's happening, yo.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw is Jackson.
Come on, yo. He should have got sacked, yo. Look at Luke right there on this nigga, yo.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter. Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what... Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Oh, bro, who are you playing? Oh my God, God damn it,
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Okay,
These guys got to chop into that deficit.
yeah.
They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Getting
No
caught
yardage
by
to be
who?
found.
Jordan Hicks?
And he's
Who
able
the
to
fuck
get it
is
to
he?
the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh my god, yo. Can I get the ball off ever, yo?
Fletcher Cox.
Yo, I never get this type of fucking pressure on a quarterback, yo.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Goff. A deep ball for Gurley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. To Michelle on the screen. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play.
Oh God. Yo, please, yo.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, gone.
Oh my god, yo. Can't guard fucking 4 people, yo.
Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line.
Are you kidding, Chris?
2nd and goal.
Yo, so funny. I knew because this is the other day, nigga.
Good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Another carry now for Gurley. And not even back to the line.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
This time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of 1.
What happened?
And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Zerline's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Fuck, that's every time.
Taking the pulse right now might be like
Thank
a
God.
jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free than what they're trying to get done.
Taking OG, he's
Underneath to his running
ridiculous,
back,
man.
complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
McCaffrey.
God damn, this nigga's so OD, yo.
Before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
So fucking D. That should be a tackle for loss, yo.
Taking charge.
Yo, come on, the fuck shit,
They'll have
yo.
a 2nd and 1. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices.
Yo, please dump the ball, yo.
Wow, yo.
Just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They go play action.
I wasn't fucking stuck on the line, man. I would have fucking picked that, yo. Oh my god, yo.
Yards for number 11. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things
This
up.
quarter just started, too. Like, look at this shit.
The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Yo, look at this shit, yo. Come on, yo.
20 before he's brought down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Let's go.
Now let's go! Green 39!
Oh, yeah.
Green 39!
The team is down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey.
Yo, what sense does that make, yo? These niggas don't make those mistakes, yo. Like, what is that, yo? Come on, yo. I'm like, yo, come on.
Great time there
What
to
am
come
I
up with
playing?
his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Now
Why's everything going
he'll take this
outside?
one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown.
Yo, Luke is about to fucking make that mistake, yo, and not tackle. Yo, come on, yo.
All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Jackson.
Fucking force, yo. Okay, yo. I'm a little nigga more running 2 clock.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And
What's
the Eagles add on to their lead.
I heard the days of Russie, you fucking
Extra point.
nigga.
And the lead is now 17-3.
More. You. Throwing.
Elliott now to kick this one away.
Oh, yeah, that's what we were trying to do, nigga, but we ain't have enough. All right, let's go.
This is taking about 6
I'm
yards
ready.
deep.
Whoa, who is
This
it?
return
Ben, you
gets
still playing, bro, or
positive as
no?
He gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the kicker. Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
What's free?
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald.
The
Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. Jackson. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey.
Yo, look at that block. Whoa, what the? I'm off this. That was great.
Wait, who is this playing?
Good pick up there.
Playing well in
yards as they
Madden.
get closer for third down. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Yeah, to make y'all laugh.
Down, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Aguilar has it. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
I got the minus card.
Oh, this is so gay, yo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go.
Yo, I'm done. I close that. Nah.